What's happening, sports fans? We hope you are well. We got another great top recruit to talk to. This one is Trevor Tishenkel from Poway. He is headed to play baseball at the University of California. He's got the shirt on right there. You can go ahead and just hold that up for us right there. What's going on, man? Thank you so much for joining us. Let's start with Cal. Why the Golden Bears?
Well, it was a pretty easy decision, honestly. When they took me up there, the coaches were great. The facilities were great. You can't really get much better than the academics there. So it was a pretty easy decision for me.
So I think that, I don't want to say this to kind of put different student athletes into different boxes, but it's hard sometimes to have those opportunities arrive at academic athletic institutions where, you get to do both those. You get to be a real student athlete. So, I mean, for you, what would maybe be some guidance, tips, whatever you would say to your younger self or just to younger student athletes about, how to balance that so you can really find a home like you did?
Well, I would tell my younger self to just focus on school a lot more than normal people do. You got to get good grades to get into good schools. If you don't have the grade minimum, you won't get to have those opportunities. So I would just say to get good grades and focus on school.
Was Cal always the dream school? Was it on the radar for a really long time, or was it a late entrant and the ultimate winner?
I think since the recruiting process started for me, I always wanted to go to Cal or those big time schools like Stanford or UCLA. But yeah, Cal's always been on my radar since the very beginning.
Most recently, I believe that the Grant Holman from Eastlake was the other guy from San Diego to go to Cal, but we see all the Pac-12 every single year getting refilled by San Diego talent. So, I mean, what have the last 4 years done to really get you ready? Because it seems like you've played against probably the best of the best anyway in San Diego high school.
Right. Starting with my freshman year, we faced draft picks like Calvin Mitchell and RB. That was a great experience for me because I got to see what a top 3-round pick is like, and just playing against all those players from RB and Torrey Pines and those type of schools, it was really great for me to face those really great pitchers too.
I was going to say Mickey Moniak is on that list as well. He was a first overall pick. So a couple of the top rounds that you've really seen. You guys, though, and you specifically were a part of what I consider to be one of, if not the best underdog stories that I've seen in all of high school playoff sports. You guys, as an 8 seed, win everything, every road game ever, storming through a Cathedral Catholic team that had like 27 Division I commits or what. You end up in the Open Division Finals. What do you remember from that playoff run?
Well, we started at the 8th seed, and nobody really thought we were going to do anything. They thought we were just going to burn out in the first couple rounds probably, but our team just stuck together and we played really well. We faced the top pitchers from Eastlake like Grant and top pitcher from Cathedral. I forget his name, but he's going to UCLA. He's at UCLA now. But yeah, we just stuck together and just played our game the way we thought we could, and we produced whenever we wanted.
I want to ask a couple of baseball questions that I just like to ask everybody. Nice little baseline questions. Just give me your honest, immediate reaction. Top 3 flavors of seeds.
I have to go with bacon as number 1, cracked pepper, and then dill pickle.
Weirdest superstition or ritual you've ever seen?
I haven't really seen many, but I would say I'm wearing the same bracelet every game.
Is that from you or is that from somebody that you've been around?
I've done it. I've done it a couple of years, and I've seen other people do it as well.
All right, so do you still have the bracelet on? Is the lucky bracelet with us right now?
Got it right here.
All right.
It's a little tie.
Is there a story behind why specifically that bracelet? Anything fun there or no? Just it was.
Well, it's my Cal colors, so go Bears, and I got it when I committed, and I got on the hitting streak one time, and I just wore it ever since.
Well, you see, there you go. You commit, and then Cal has already blessed you with good offense since then. And I'm sorry, getting ahead of myself. One down on my list. Favorite uniform that you guys rock?
Ooh. Well, we just got new cream uniforms this year that we got to wear a couple times. I like those, but I have to say our gray uniforms with the green pinstripes. Those are probably my favorite.
The cream uniforms. That sounds really interesting. Did you guys wear those during a ton of games this year? I don't think I got a chance to see those.
I think we wore them maybe twice this year because we only got to play 6 games. So
okay, so
we wore them a couple times.
I'm looking on your Instagram right now, if you don't mind. There's a photo of you up there with Ivorin. Is that the cream uniforms that we're talking about?
Those are the new cream uniforms.
Yo, those are clean.
Yeah.
Damn this pandemic. Everybody need to stay home and stay indoors so we can get those uniforms back as I drop my pen. Man, that's a really quality look. What have you been up to in your downtime?
Before this whole pandemic started, I didn't really play any video games, but now I'm starting to play Fortnite a lot. I'm not gonna lie.
So we've reached the point where you have finally begun video games in your life. You took all the not a ton of school anymore, not a ton of sports, and you're finally like, I guess I'll try these out. How's Fortnite working out for you?
It's pretty good. I mean, I started playing a little while ago. I used to be what the gaming community called a bot, which is they're not very good players. So I'm still working up to be a good player, but I'm not very good right now.
So what you're saying is that if sports, were suspended for maybe a year or two, that we would not see you transition into be a pro gamer?
No, not at all.
No, that wouldn't be because I think we're starting to see that there are a couple of people that come on here, and I guess it is mostly just the football players because they're competitive by nature, but they're on here like, I want all the smoke. Give me all the people. Here's my gamer tag. Come get me.
Like Xavier.
Yeah, yes, exactly. The Xavier Watson one was, but go figure. He plays like a trillion sports anyway. He's just a naturally competitive person. But I mean, like, how are you getting? Are you a ton of tee work, a ton of soft talk, like any baseball in your life still, or are you going to be rusty as heck when you get back to it?
Oh no, I'm trying to stay as up tuned as possible. I'm hitting the tee every day for a while. Playing catch with my dad outside. I don't have very many weights at my house, but I'm trying to do as much lifting as I can just to stay in shape.
Technically not every baseball player needs to be jacked. I know that the mid 90s showed us that, McGuire, Canseco, like if you do take a ton of roids, you can hit a ton of home runs. But I mean, you look at Christian Yelich and he is not particularly an overwhelmingly large guy and he hits a ton of home runs. There's no way to not ask this as kind of a sad or serious question, but no other high school class has ever had their senior year ended because of a pandemic. Man, what have the last 40-something days been like for you?
At the beginning, it was really tough because we started the year 1-5 and we were looking to kind of boost our stock in that sense. But yeah, it's been really hard just trying to focus on school with all these online classes and everything that's going on. I'm just getting bored at home, not doing anything. So yeah, it's been pretty hard.
I mean, online class, overall, everyone's kind of like meh, but I have heard that people enjoy not having to get up as early and do the whole drive to school thing and everything like that. You agree?
That's true. I get to sleep in a little longer than I normally do when I go to school.
Yeah, I think everyone's realizing that, oh, wow, school was exhausting. And being up all those hours, not the greatest thing in the world. What are you going to miss? I mean, specifically about baseball, about Poway, what are some going to be your memories, your takeaways? It's kind of an open-ended question. What are some of the thoughts that come to mind there?
I'm definitely going to miss all my teammates because I feel like with the underclassmen especially, I was really starting to bond with a couple of them and get to know them on a deeper level. This year was a really fun group, and I was looking to help lead that group and become a leader this year. I'm gonna miss the coaches because all they did to help me. Of course, probably one of the best memories is that Eastlake run of my sophomore year, beating them 3 times I think to go to the Open Championship against Torrey. But yeah, that's what I'm gonna miss most.
Well, we are certainly going to miss getting to see you play. Folks, this is the point in the interview where we need to all give a standing ovation, at least 6 feet away. So no high fives, actually, but a standing ovation, a salute, a round of applause, a pat on the back, whatever it is for Trevor, because he is going to be one of the student athletes representing our city very, very well at the next level as he switches from green to blue to be a Golden Bear. Thank you so much for being on with us. Stay safe, stay healthy. We will be following you and supporting you at the next level. Folks, we will check in with you guys again in our next Top Recruit.